Assalamualaikum. Dalam Outer Worlds tu ada tanpa dengan kawasan terus dari terus. Kita datang nak settlekan side quest. You know what, sebab Nash kita punya first companion, kita settlekan Nash. Landing ada apa yang menarik macam tak ada tak ada oh ya
Futures filled me with dread for so long, but now, can't believe I'm actually starting to be excited about what might come after all this is done.
Sure.
Feels like I got some hydromeda fluttering around in my stomach, Commander. Not literally. You know what I mean. It's clearly got a lot riding on how we do on Praetor. I ain't keen on having so few details for a mission. For anyone who ain't us, I'd say it's a surefire path toward failure. Reckon that's my way of saying I'd like to find out what exactly is in store for us. Sooner rather than later.
Sure. Sebelum tu aku nak upgrade aku punya helmet. Macam ni. Or modification. This one extra holster, please. Yes. Boleh tambah lagi. Should be yep. Kalau tak little roll. Yang masih full. Buka aja. Baik. Dual subject. Okay. Protectorate. Bahaya. Sebab kita datang sini untuk side quest je. Belak lalu jalan yang main tu jalan.
Ready to waste them on your command.
Over here! Free hole in the head! Combat!
Medkit coming your way.
Knew you had my back.
Tak ada ammo. Ni roket juga. Shock rod. Try guna. Dia subjek. Okay.
Whatever that was, doesn't sound like anything I'd like to meet up close.
Macam dragon. Kapal yang besar. Read the note. Recalibrate. A bunch of mambo jumbo. Heal. Oh, nice. Dia dong di itu juga yang kehidupan dia.
Once you reach the vault, it will all be worth it. Trust.
Wouldn't be here if I had any doubts.
Your arrival could not be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm, glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Got me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
I composed it accurately. Task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret.
Because kind of stand out out of place when you're having this.
Protectorate's not exactly known for subtlety.
For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions.
What are you thinking? Weapon technology better be a new gun or file?
I would not put it past the Protectorate to disrespect their dead by tucking weapons in alongside them. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people.
Sounds straightforward enough.
Reaching the vaults will be no simple task. There are likely to be unforeseen security measures to contend with, though hopefully nothing too obstructive. Must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential hazards.
No one else left. Consul made damn sure of that.
The failure at the Vox, an escaped prisoner, cannot be tolerated. The Consul ordered a colony-wide search that netted the rest of our cell. Audra blames herself, even though she shouldn't.
Don't tell me how to feel, Zeb. You mind your guilt, I'll mind mine.
What the commander said. We thought we were doing the right thing.
I will not pretend it isn't a blow. but what's done is done. There will be time to grieve once the Protectorate is dead and buried. Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm unwilling to undertake myself.
Color me surprised.
Now, what do you think of this plan?
I can see a half dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done. Stu, we are on the precipice here, and I shouldn't have to tell you what awaits us if we fail. We should hurry inside before more guards arrive.
Tak chưa. Ada ammo. Every ammo counts. Ring. Alright, I'm good.
Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better.
I'll do what I want. I want it.
By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That sentinel and dozens are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
Had the matriarch taken from us before her time?
Actually, the matriarch passed the impressive
Ya, aku juga nak kena kata lah.
Arcadia's precedent for longevity.
90? So young! Imagine what glorious inventions she could have conceived of with only a handful more years.
I want that.
Let this accord between the Protectorate and the Order of the Ascendant mark the moment of Arcadia's true birth.
Beloved matriarch, you are nearer to perfection as anyone living could ever achieve. It will be the honor of the Order to serve as the Protectorate's scientific mouthpiece.
All that I do for my subjects and their descendants. Gloria Arcadia!
Gloria Arcadia!
Automechanical design, far superior to all automechanical that came before. The time has spent in numbing manual labor may now be spent in harmonious community with your neighbor and in humble service to the Protectorate. Art and science flourish in these many hours which I have returned to you.
Power at 13%. Power cell has been partially depleted due to in action.
Yay!
I now present to you my new invention, the Skip Drive, a revolutionary technology that will allow humanity to sojourn to the stars.
Only a singular mind could have conceived of such advanced technology.
'Tis my deepest wish to entrust the Skip Drive to those brave visionaries willing to follow me into a most prosperous future.
Yes, so wise, Matriarch. Lead us into this future you have envisioned.
Set course for Arcadia. In my new colony, we will abandon the illness of corporatism. None will suffer for the pleasure of unseen overlords, and all will thrive. Everything in accordance with the grand paradigm.
Oh, kena ada hack. Okay.
Yeah.
Troublemaker approaching.
Holding in on source.
Ada ni. Auto hack.
Time to earn my commission.
Switch to my bound, Commander.
It's a brawl. Craft is ready.
Frankly,
Tak ada orang dengar pula. Ish, that's a big shit. Menarik. Macam museum. Museum kan. Lockpick. Ada lockpick. Bathroom. W bathroom. I mean toilet. Sama lain toilet bathroom. Tempat mandi. W toilet. Very clean.
Customers about.
It has been 10 minutes. Perhaps you would like to view the rest of the exhibition.
taken care of. Continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
Dia bounce. Effect punya helmet.
Well handled. Nah, my turn. There should be a hidden entrance here. There. We can access the lower level now.
This casket supposedly hold the remains of the matriarch, but even a version is open. Remain of the matriarch.
Let me handle this.
Calculus. Secret. Dah dulu. Berat teman. Nah, sebelum tu aku nak patah. Sebab tadi aku ada dulu kikat tu yang should be boleh buka dulu ni. Some people say that the Prosperous are shielded from the armor. Ini apa tu? Apa yang dia buat? Very nice. Tapi kita try dulu. Again.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. Should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Goes. No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
True. Right, so it'd be much easier to shoot him.
You're not helping. How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
Maybe we should hear the man out before deciding his fate. I'm not killing this man and I won't let you either.
This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
But we need to be better. True.
Commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lathe, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this decision do not assert themselves while we're still here. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
Yes, sir. Trauma sih. Banyak trauma kita berdua.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we can.
Ow.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy.
You got a good instinct.
Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be sovereign. And if that bears out, I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his automech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit.
You've made it through.
Yes.
Now there should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the doors should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number? Ah, damn it. Why must the Protectorate abstract everything?
Let's see if we can't suss out which switch is which before we commit to guessing. Keen as I am to avoid another defibrillation. Maybe if we could peep the wiring.
1, 3, 2, huh? Easy enough.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half whole. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me, but I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
Boring.
my man moving on.
Look alive, Commander.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander. No target.
And the lock that unread wires installed that may correspond with each switch. Perhaps that'll be useful. The code I originally supplied can still be relied upon. 132.
What?
Wrong again. The code is 132. Wrong again. The code is 132. I'm glad to see you are not overly impeded by this puzzle, but I apologize for my... That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
Oh my gosh. Tak prepare hang ni.
I'd have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander.
What?
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander?
Yes. I'm starting to think meditation scrambled that hero is more than you know.
Yeah, maybe. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better.
He suffered a lot of loss.
He has Audra, but losing the rest of his cell couldn't have been easy on him. Oh, maybe we ought to have listened to Audra and left that transport well enough alone. Well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple. Speaking of, remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts.
Yes, sir.
You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
Nice. I was hoping for a more subtle incursion.
Running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here. This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the Matriarch invented... nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the Matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the Doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
Okay.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Of course not.
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
Who cares? That suited must have this reason.
Must be why the chief said we'd be on our own if we were caught. We were breaking the terms of this agreement. Unbelievable.
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different.
You can still change things.
There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work, its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear Matriarch is a fraud, a cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better.
If people knew about this, I'm not sure the Protectorate would survive.
Precisely. By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed emperor he is, and demolish Arcadia's myth of superiority. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
Or it could cause absolute anarchy, which is just as fun.
Some strange notions of fun. Have you forgotten that it's the skip drives that are causing the rifts? Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
What do you think, Niles?
Holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
This was a good, but I think.
And should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then?
I'll be forced to stop you, but there's nothing I can tell you, I guess.
Of shooting me? No.
I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb, but sowing chaos ain't the way.
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? Audra almost perished under Sentinel's instruments as well. And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
Let and I handle this.
You remember what we argued about the day before I left?
I've replayed it in my mind many times.
A lot's changed, but that hasn't. Life in Arcadia could be just like we dreamed it. But there's no future if you go through with this. Not for anyone.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Arcadia. I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break-in, but hopefully never learn more specifics of what we did and found.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
I want to talk it over with the commander, but yeah, maybe we can work something out.
Interesting. I'm not sure apa yang aku buat betul atau tak. Aku pun tak faham cerita dia.
Whatever happens, please look after Niles.
Alright, apa yang kita boleh? Grim Visage. Macam function tapi benda boleh senang elak. I'm gonna go with suppressionist.
There they are! These are the ruffians who threatened me. Armed and ready. See that they join their friends in the rubble. Like a fight.
That was one. Never should have let that cure me. We could have prevented this.
You.
I'm weak.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan and release everything we uncovered. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate, but that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands.
How do you feel about the Directorate now that you know the truth?
I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that. Mission to speak candid, Commander.
Granted.
Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand the position Augustine was in. Back at Horizon Point, ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence.
I must need to get my ears clearly. Did I just hear you express sympathy for the brace?
It's the damnedest thing. In spite of everything, I find myself relieved we spared her. Augustine still owes a debt to us, and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe she pays it all someday, and maybe she doesn't. Either way, you were right to give her the chance.
We'll see.
Provided the rift don't dismantle us all before then. Yeah, suppose we will. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place.
It's been one mistake after another again. We better open up one.
Back from the Earth Directorate?
Don't tell me you worry about a court-martial when calling enemy from the sky.
Oh, this brain pan of mine can bundle a whole pack of worries at once, don't you doubt it. But I hear you. Might be we're better off on our own. Answering to no one. Achieving the ends. And damn the means.
I couldn't agree more.
Can't believe I wasted so many years. Guns down, waiting on rescue from the Earth Directorate. Never again. Thanks for helping me finally shed the rose-tinted goggles, Commander. Only regret it took so long.
Nice. Alright, sekarang apa yang perlu buat di sini? Ini tak dibuat ni. Ah, yes. Ines. Jauh juga. Ini dah. Ini sikut this main road. Yes. That tough. That.
Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the Automech factory is advised, should you wish to maximize your Valerie unit's combat effectiveness. Building factory schematics. It is likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
Mungkin aku datang balik dengan Valerie. Yes, sir.
Did you need me for something?
It's too late. It's fallen off.
Everything's fine. Really. I'm just resting up. Running about causes all sorts of aches and pains. Some realer than others. Don't worry, though. I'll be ready when you need me. Ironically, it's sitting or standing still that hurts most. All the fluid sort of pool.
What a delightful mental image.
Reality's not always pretty. Sorry if it raises your gorge. My stump shrinker here helps. Reduces swelling and gets the blood back to the heart when I'm not moving. Won't say it's the most comfortable thing to wear, but it gets the job done.
Well, good. I don't remember that being included in our medical supply.
Ah, well. Zeb got it for me. Done my best to keep it in good shape. No idea where I'd get another one if I lost it.
This past 10 years must have been difficult for me. I wish I'd been around to help.
I appreciate that. But in truth, ain't much you could have done, really. Not early on, anyway. Took some time for me to regain my balance and learn how to shift with the prosthetic. Won't lie, it was discouraging at first. Felt like I'd never be at home in my body again.
I'm glad you have some support at least with Zeb.
Me too. I'll add I'm not awarding either of them any medals in bedside manner, but probably I needed them pushing me more than any hand-holding. I also thought, at least in those first few years, that you might be out there somewhere too. That maybe, against all odds, you survived. Kept me going, that hope.
I'll let you rest now.
Wait, Commander. Before you head off, how are you faring?
You know, another day in paradise.
Not exactly convincing. I see why you didn't go into cereals. I was thinking to myself just now, here you are checking in on me, but you must be feeling some kind of way about all of this too. Waking up 10 years from the time you knew, in a hostile colony at war. And with apocalypse on the horizon?
This is my first Praetos. I can handle it.
Wasn't meaning to imply different. You're our commander for a reason. I won't pry any further, but if you ever need to talk, or if you have a sudden, burning desire to learn about, I don't know, fuselage maintenance, I'll be here.
Anti-Fizzo's Spectrum Vodka. You asked for new flavors of vodka, and we heard you. Now available in brown. Anti-Fizzo's Purple Berry.
Party upgrade. Oh, dia upgrade armor. Piston boleh upgrade. Nice. New mods. Okay.
Now you can taste purple berry in any drink.
Untuk hingga skor. Bawa Ines yang juga dari this unassuming gun acquired experience as you use it including about to level. Nice. Kita stop itu aja sekejap lagi. Kita sambung hari mungkin malam ni. So sebab dah pukul 7 nak solat maghrib apa semua. Mumpung malam kalau korang tengok malam video ni tak apa bagi aku lah. Untuk aku jumpa malam ni. Assalamualaikum.